Hi everyone, welcome back to the Heal Your Inner Child 100-day series, day 20, let me check, 22. And today we're going to talk about reparenting your inner child. And I know we've already discussed this earlier, but like I said, um, each video is sequential, and the way we've kind of planned it, even if it feels repetitive, it's not. There is emphasis given on certain aspects, that need repetition. And so please do follow the sequence just so that, you understand and it kind of, whatever we are putting here can actually get absorbed by the system as well, right? Because sometimes if you get a lot of information which you're not ready for, you might not actually be able to, receive it. Okay. Having said that, today we're going to talk about reparenting. Now, each one of us, every child deserves a loving parent, right? Deserves loving parents, right? However, we all know that that always hasn't happened. And obviously, in the future, also, it probably won't always be true for everyone, right? We all can learn. And like I said, like there are instances where a child can perceive even a parent not looking at them as something, as some sort of a rejection. We can understand that the stakes are very high. It's not always possible for us to be a certain way. The child comes with their own set of stories and karmic stories as well, and they learn as they grow based on what's the soul. That's what the soul has come for. Now, having said that, reparenting, right? If you've not have had a childhood where you were not given that attention that you needed, you didn't feel heard, right? You didn't feel loved, you didn't feel unconditionally loved, yeah? Then you don't have to continue suffering because of those childhood wounds. You can today become that adult that you needed when you were a child, okay? And you can actually start reparenting your inner child now, okay? Um, I always give, my story of, my mom not being there. She passed away when I was 5, and then my father was an alcoholic, and he was only, I think he was not emotionally available, right? So there are a lot of things, a lot of situations that our parents go through, right? And which makes them not available 24/7 to us. And so if we feel not heard, if we feel that, we were not received in a way that we wanted to, today I can reparent myself, right? Today I can be that adult for my inner child that I felt wasn't there earlier. You see? So I'm going to, for today's exercise, I'm going to give you a few dialogues that you can actually do as an exercise with your inner child to reparent your inner child. Okay? And it might feel a little alien for a few of you because you're not used to talking to your inner child like that, right? You're used to berating your inner child, you're used to belittling your inner child. Not all of you, obviously, but many of us, right, are very critical with our own selves. And when we're being critical with ourselves, we're being critical with our inner child because our inner child is used to that criticism throughout, right? And so, like I told you earlier, like if we've seen enough love fold a lot of fights, then as we grow up, we continue to fight and we think that's love. And when we get secure attachment, when we get good people who don't fight for love, right? Who directly ask for love, we feel alienated and we run away from that relationship, right? So we can actually reparent our inner child today to feel that secure. Yeah, feel that feeling of secure, of being secure. Yeah, make sense? Okay. So let's start the practice. Okay. So this will basically be a compassionate, reassuring communication between you and your inner child. Okay. So close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and let your body soften. Okay. Now again, visualize your inner child. standing or sitting in front of you, whatever age comes to your mind. Whatever this age is, this is the age that needs most right now. Okay? Notice their expression. Are they scared? Are they shy? Are they hopeful? Are they feeling withdrawn? And whatever they're feeling is absolutely okay, right? Now, I want you to begin a dialogue aloud or silently in your heart with your inner child. Okay? So, you as an adult self, you can ask your inner child, "Hi, love," or whatever you call your inner child. "I'm here with you now. I'm not going anywhere." Okay? Just pause and let your inner child respond. Allow any words or emotions or even silence, whatever. Everything is valid. Whatever emotions are coming up, let it come. Right? Then you can continue talking to the inner child. "I know you've been carrying so much alone. I'm sorry you felt unseen, unheard, or unloved. You didn't deserve that. You did your best." Again, see if your inner child expresses any fear or anger. Yeah. And then say, "I understand. You have every right to feel this way. I'm here to listen. You're safe with me." Place your hand on your heart and whisper, "You don't have to earn this love anymore. You are already very loved." Yeah. Visualize your inner child moving closer to you, maybe even hugging you, or simply sitting beside you. And let this image anchor in your body. Yeah. That the inner child is feeling safe, happy, loved, heard. Just stay in this warmth of your reunion. Yeah, take a deep breath in and open your eyes. And what you can do is in your day, if you don't want to visualize, you can even do a two-column dialogue. Okay. Basically, on the left, you can say inner child speaks, and on the right, your loving parent responds. So, whatever questions come from your inner child, you as a loving adult, you can respond with compassion, with patience, with understanding. Yeah. So, for example, an inner child says, "I am scared. Nobody will stay." Then you can write as a loving parent, "I understand that fear, sweetheart, but I'm here now and I'm never going to leave you, or I'm not going to leave you today." Whatever you feel you're comfortable saying. So, what happens is when you do this exercise, it rewires your nervous system by replacing those old emotional imprints with safety, right? And attunement. So this is a beautiful exercise that you can do with your inner child. You can write, you can visualize, whatever it is. But you need to kind of like rewire your nervous system to move from that fear to secure, feeling secure, right? I think if you do this practice in itself, a lot of stuff will come out, and I think that that'll be very powerful for today. Yeah. Just remember to make your inner child feel this love, feel this, get this feeling of you are there for your inner child. Like, come what may, they can come to you. You will always have their back. That's the feeling you need to give your inner child, and ultimately, you're giving it to yourself. Remember, your inner child is your younger self that's inside you. And when the inner child is not happy, then it becomes a wound that kind of then dictates certain things in your life, in the adult life, right? So you're kind of softening that part of you and healing that part of you by doing this exercise. Yeah, awesome. So I think this is all for today. Signing off, Anisha. That's from Zaria Healings.